Hello, thank you for showing interest in our lead generating platform, Lead Performer, powered by Dynamic Page Solutions. My name is Lee Scott. I'm the Senior Tech Advisor here for Dynamic Page. I've actually been in real estate since 1997 myself, so I completely understand the struggles with generating traffic, especially on the internet, and converting those over to leads. What we've done is we've developed a leading technology that will not only help boost your buyer and seller leads, but most importantly, it will help nurture the leads throughout the entire buying process. Our Lead Performer system does this by utilizing our patent-pending technology along with sophisticated and automated behavior-based follow-up system. The system is so effective, it's like having your own virtual inside sales assistant. Lead Performer will generate targeted leads in your market and put them in a simple yet sophisticated dashboard offering full lead details, search history, trigger points, and the system even ranks and tracks how well your agents are working the leads. By utilizing Lead Performer lead generation system, you have the ability to finally dominate your local market. So I'm just going to go right into the demo here. It should only take a few minutes. A few things I want to point out is the website itself. It has an extremely clean layout. It's very easy to navigate. All of the categorically themed listings you can see here on the front page and also in the search topic area here. What we found is 91% of all buyers and sellers, they start online. That's no big surprise for most seasoned agents. We've also found that 85% or more of those folks who are utilizing the search engines, they do so in what's called long tail keyword format. So the days of going to a website and inputting a complicated search query are over, because they can do that right off of Google itself. And we know that, and we take advantage of it. So what we've done is we categorically theme the listings. And what I mean by that is we group the listings by a certain category. Group them by property features and neighborhoods. And this is how people search on the internet themselves. So if you're looking for 4-bedroom houses, Phoenix gated communities, or a certain community in general, with one click of the button, you have all of those listings that fit those parameters with one click conveniently in front of the client. Now this does a couple of things. Number one, it keeps the client or prospect on the page a lot longer, because they're only being shown what they're looking for. So they have a less tendency to push the back button and redo a new search, which we call in the industry a bounce rate. It also helps for what we call on-site or on-page SEO, and that's something that Google takes into effect, which will affect the on-page SEO or page rank, and also the quality score and cost of keywords when purchasing what's called pay-per-click in the industry. What we do is we drive them down to the listing level, and people are very visual, so they're very apt to just click on one of the photos. Another thing that we do is we have a 24/7 live chat on all of our websites. Now this is a real human that's on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week inside the continental US. We've also found that a majority of the traffic on the real estate websites, they come in after real estate business hours. So if you get a client or a prospect who gets off of work working the second or third shift, the possibility of them contacting you, or I'm sorry, the probability of them contacting you at 2 o'clock in the morning is just not very high. However, if they see a real human that has the ability to chat with them right away, they're more likely to stay on the site and trans into a conversation with that particular customer support person. When you get up in the morning, you'll get a whole transcript of what conversation entailed, and you have the ability to follow up with the client. Most of the conversations that we see that take place with the service agent are questions regarding a property that they saw. Things like, hey, I looked at this property, really like it. It says it has a pool, but I didn't see one on the photos. Could you just confirm that it does actually have a pool? But you will get a transcript of that whole conversation via email as soon as you get up in the morning. I think it's 8:30 is when they tick over the outgoing emails. We also have the availability to put videos displaying certain areas. If you're a customer who is focused on a certain area, in this case it's Scottsdale, so this is a quick video of Scottsdale. When we drill down to the actual category pages, this one being Deer Valley Estates, we've got a quick little information photo of Deer Valley Estates. This also helps for time on site and helps the client get a better frame of reference of the areas that they're looking in. The other thing that we do is we're going to go ahead and just jump over to some of our registration pages. But one of the things that we do is we've got a registration page, and it's what we call a soft registration. It just asks for name, email address, and phone number. Now what we do is we utilize their phone number as their password. So when they come back in, log website, we use their phone number for their password. And you can't just get in there and put in just letters. It has to be numbers only. We found that we have a much higher success rate from an actual phone number by using it as their passwords. You can see once we scroll down, they have the pertinent information about the listing that they're looking at. We also utilize a map feature. This one doesn't, you can't see it, but on some of the other houses in the area on the map, you'll see grade schools or hospitals or police departments, fire departments, that kind of a thing. And that's really key for people who are moving in from out of the area. We also have a mortgage and the availability for them to print listings. So once a client has registered on the website, it gets pushed over to the dashboard. So in 8 minutes after registration, we send them out a welcome email thanking them for registering on the website. We ask them if they are currently in the market or if they're just browsing, and this is an email that's sent from your actual email address, and we'll put on the bottom, sent from my iPhone, so it looks like you're a busy agent, you're out in the field, but you're not too busy to at least thanking them for being on the website. Again, that's 8 minutes, so it doesn't look like it's canned or from a robot. And then what happens is it gets pushed over to the dashboard area. Now we've got a couple features on here that I just want to go over briefly. We have our lead stats that tells you the total leads, the leads that you've got this month, the leads that you got last month, group marketing emails, property update emails, and auto marketing emails. The property update and auto marketing emails are automated emails. These are system generated. The group marketing emails would be emails that the agent and or broker creates through groups. This is something that we have developed over time, looking at the consistency, the longevity of the actual nurturing period of the leads themselves. So what we found is it's difficult for an agent to constantly email individually these people on their own, because every email is going to be something that's specific to that particular client. So what we've done is we've come out with a revolutionary system where you can actually group your leads to whatever you want them to be. You can see in this case we have hot lead, MLS search, working, pre-qualified, lead, browsing. We're in Arizona, so we get a lot of Canadian buyers, a lot of cash buyers. So all you have to do is just click on this and you can create whatever category that you want these to be. And then when you go through your lead details themselves, you can actually group whatever client into those. So these can be property features, these can be areas, these can be price point, these can be pre-qualified, anything that you choose to make them, depending on how many of those folks that are in that segment fit that criteria. And when you go to your marketing area, with one click of the button, you have the ability to mass email those people that are in that particular set or segment of groups that you've created. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of the leads. The lead details will show you the client's name, the client's phone number, the client's email address, the date they were registered, the last time they visited the site, the average price point that they were looking at, how many views they looked at, and then desired location, and then what source it came in. Now these are buyer leads, so these are going to be the ones that come in off of Google and or Bing or Yahoo. And this is where you get into agents, deletes, and groups. And the groups is what we talked about just a few minutes ago, where you click on the group area and you can see where you can actually put them in a certain filtered criteria that matches whatever they're interested in. Oh, sorry about that. I got kicked out. Let's try this one more time. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, well, so let's just go ahead and click on one of the leads here, and we can take a look at the lead details themselves. It will give the pertinent information that the client's entered here. You also have the ability to enable property alerts or enable email alerts. Now the system will do this automatically, so we send out behavior triggers depending on their interaction on the website. If it's someone that hasn't been on in a couple of weeks, our system will recognize that, and we will send them out a behavior email. something to the effect, depending on the time, saying, hey, are you still interested? We noticed that you haven't logged into the site. Did you find your property? Do you have other questions?